Mr. Bia has no authority over the people of Ambazonia, and we have no business with any dialogue organized by Mr. Bia. We have no business with any dialogue at all. We will deal with a negotiation with third parties without conditions, without the conditions that Mr. Bia was putting. Obviously, because Mr. Bia knows that he has to face the people of Ambazonia in a negotiation, he is free to organize his one and indivisible Cameroon, to organize his team with John Gute and people like Atanganji, so that they can come together along with Famindongo and the others and face the people of Ambazonia in an international mediation. The people of Ambazonia have no business with any dialogue that Mr. Bia has called in his country, and we have no business with any dialogue. There are negotiations that have been agreed to with the Swiss leading the process and mediating the process, mediating the process. That process is ongoing. Mr. Bia is committed to that process. He better be committed to that process, because the war criminal that he is going to end up in jail. He can keep saying that people who are pushing for our people to be protected from abroad are going to sooner or later face whatever he is saying. We will not back down. We will not retreat. The people of Ambazonia, if there's one thing we have learned right now, it is that all of us need, every single Ambazonian, male, female, young, old, needs to know you need to pick up your arm now and defend yourself. This is no longer about a war. This is about survival for our people. And the international community, which has been rallying Mr. Bia, should be totally ashamed of themselves. Because in 1953, the people of Ambazonia were lied to when they went to London, when they were turning over the instruments of government to them. Because although they took over self-government in 1954, the international community started a conspiracy that did not end. In 1959 in Mamfe, the people of Ambazonia voted in favor of independence. That same international conspiracy denied the people of Ambazonia their independence. On the 1st of February 1961, before our people had voted in a plebiscite, Mr. Ahijo put together a constitution of a federation, lumping our people into a country that had obtained its independence while we were still waiting for our plebiscite. That federation, which itself is a fraud, was then later imposed on the people of Ambazonia on the 1st of October 1961. But not before the international community had fooled the people of Ambazonia to another dialogue in July 1961 in Fumban. Then Mr. Bia has taken his time and fooled the people of Cameroon to dialogues in 1991, and now he is calling another one. Mr. Bia says there's not a problem between us and him. Therefore, he says there's a problem between trade union, corporate demands, translation. Let him deal with translation. He doesn't need a dialogue with the people of Ambazonia to get his people to understand English. This is a territorial dispute between two countries equally independent, with resolutions from the United Nations to back this claim. And the only thing we need from Mr. Bia is total surrender and withdrawal of his troops from Ambazonia. And the international community should man up, bring peacekeepers into Ambazonia, create a buffer zone between our people, let our people establish their government and rule themselves. We need no lessons from anybody as to how we free ourselves, and we will make sure that the world will not impose another round of useless dialogue on our people, and that we will fight our way